right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Last year we were working on a big project. It was a digital transformation project. So my team and I decided that we are not going to work on it in the office. It required some change of scenery. So we decided that we are going to work on it out of the office. And with that, we've decided that we are going to drive out of the city so that we can just go in a cabin, in some woods for some fresh air, and just for us to listen to the birds singing and all of it. We thought it would help us thinking. Right. So we planned everything, we traveled to the cabin in the woods, right? When we got there, we settled in, and I, as the team leader at that time, I gathered everyone around the fireplace so that we can just discuss everything and also assign tasks and roles and what will be expected of us. Remember, we're only given 2 days, so we have to plan and use these 2 days accordingly. Great. We started with our discussions, and in the first few minutes of the discussion, I realized that we all have different ideas and opinions about this project we are working on. I didn't know what to do because everyone was having different opinions, right? We have one of our team members, Saki, had a great tech solution for this product, and another team member, Regina, had a community or people-centric idea of the project. So we were kind of not in agreement. Everyone had their own ideas. So I thought to myself, how are we going to reach an agreement at the end of this project, or how are we going to come up with a product we need to have at the end of day 2? Great. So I came up with an approach called yes and. So for example, if you contribute your idea that I think we should do it this way, we are not going to discard your idea and say, no, let's rather do it this way because of A, B, C, or D. No, we are going to build on your idea. So Saki give his idea, okay? And yes, someone else I want to add something else from him. Great. Regina give her idea, and yes, we continue build on the idea. So that somehow help us to combine all the ideas that were going to help us have a product at the end of our retreat. Remember, we need to come up with a innovative digital product at the end of this retreat. Great. Okay, so then the second approach we've used during our retreat was that the only person that's allowed to say something or to speak is the one that's having a stick. So that approach is that we have one stick, right? So the stick is going around the room, and the only person that's allowed to say something is the one that has the stick. That helped us to reduce us talking over each other, because that's what was happening in the beginning when we didn't come up with that approach. Great. And then one of the amazing things that happened when we came up with that approach is that one of our quietest member, Bishita, gave us a brilliant idea that really helped us put all our puzzles together. And now when it comes to reaching consensus, it's very important to listen to everyone. Everyone's idea matters. Everyone's contribution matters. And this approach assisted us to make sure that everyone feel included. Because when it comes to reaching consensus, it's not the majority count. It's not whose idea sounds more fabulous than whose. It's about finding the common ground and run with it. Fast forward on day 2, because we've used all these approaches. We had a brilliant product. And guess what? It's because of the three main things that I used as a team leader in this project, which is collaboration, including everybody. Everybody in the team must be feeling like, yes, I am part of this, and yes, my contribution matters, and yes, I feel like also played a big part of this project. I'm sure you can all relate when you're working on the project and you just feel like your voice is not being heard, right? And it's opposite when you are included, when someone comes to you and know that you have a requirement and say, Frida, just tell me, what do you think about it? You feel heard, right? Great. And the second approach we've used is creativity. Now you have Frida's idea, now you have Regina's idea, now you have Sagi's idea. How do you put them together that at the end you really have something? Because if you just continue with everybody, if you run with everybody's idea, it won't go anywhere. You need to now be creative and put everyone's idea together. And then the third approach we've used is listening actively. And that's when you go back to my retreat story, you can remember that I also mentioned that we have to pause and give Hannah, for example, a chance to say something. That's listening actively. You are not going to hear me if I'm saying something and she's also saying something, all of it. So those are the three approaches we use. So when it comes to reaching consensus, it's very important to apply all those three. And there are more than three actually, there are many more, but those are the ones that I will just tell you today. So it's very important for them. And also, reaching consensus is actually everywhere. Whether you're deciding on what to have for dinner, you need consensus. It's not like negotiation. Negotiation, you can have, if you are able to defend your point, for example, you can go away with it. But with reaching consensus, even if the other person's idea is not as strong as yours, you just have to find a way. So thank you so much.